Hey everyone, it's Mary Thane Brandt with a LinkedIn Bakery, and I have this Facebook Live show scheduled today, the 20th at 7 p.m. And I really want to be consistent and let you know that I'm going to be here on the days that I've scheduled this Facebook Live. And it might be a little noisy because I'm actually filming this on location at Hera Hub in Sorrento Valley. And I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. First off, if you're joining me live, thank you so much for taking time to join me here live and to learn the 3 W's of LinkedIn. If you're watching the replay, hey, replayers, you're my peeps because I totally go on and watch replays because you got to watch them when you have time. So thank you for jumping on. Now, for both my live audience and my replayers, I want to know where you're watching from. Are you local here in San Diego, LA? Maybe you're across the country, New York, Virginia, Washington. I work with clients all over the United States and a couple international now. And so I'd love to know where you're watching from. And also, I want to know what business you're in and if there's someone I can connect you with. And I'm going to show you right now why I asked that. I asked that at the beginning of all my live shows. I'm super excited. I am a member of Hera Hub, which is a collaborative workspace for female entrepreneurs. And we're having our 6th-year anniversary party right now, right on the other side of this room. So if you hear clapping and clinging of glasses, that's what's going on. But like I said, I wanted to show up and I wanted to be here like I said I would. So I said, okay, I can come to the celebration, but I've got to go into the video room and do my Facebook Live. I want to know who I can connect you to. It is one of my God-given skills and talents. And I have proof now. I just won this award tonight. I am so excited, honored, humbled, just that what I love to do is recognized by my peers. Oh, I'm going to tear up. Anyway, so I really want to know where you are watching from. And replayers, it's so important that you comment on this video as well because I go back and I engage with you. I'm going to answer your questions. And if there's someone you want me to connect with that I have in my network, I'm going to jump on and I'm going to connect you together. It's, like I said, my God-given talent. Well, thank you for joining me tonight. I'm Mary Thane Brandt with a LinkedIn Bakery serving up bite-sized tips so you don't get overwhelmed. I love LinkedIn and I'm on a mission to help entrepreneurs and business owners and job seekers to learn to love LinkedIn as much as I do. It's full of limitless opportunities and it's a free platform. And the other thing I really like about LinkedIn, it's all professionals. There are professionals on there. And did you know the average income is like $115,000? So if you're in business for yourself, if you're an entrepreneur like me or a business owner, those are people that can afford your services and products. It's a little different than Facebook, I feel, but I still have people over here and I want to get my message out everywhere. You got to learn to love LinkedIn. So tonight, this episode, in episode 2, it's the 3 W's of posting on LinkedIn. Now, why should you post on LinkedIn? What's the benefit? Should you waste your time? So there's a couple different kinds of postings on LinkedIn. One, you can just share like a post in the home feed, and it's kind of similar to Facebook. Recruiters would post there. You might post on Monday motivation. There's a lot of different ways you can post. You can share an article from a reliable source. And then the other thing that you do is you publish on LinkedIn. Sorry, I'm kind of like gasping for my words because once again, I'm like in awe that I won that award. So why do you post on LinkedIn? Let me go back. You post because you want more visibility and credibility. That's why you post. I like to break it down into simple tips. So why should you be posting on LinkedIn? Credibility and visibility. That's why. Let's keep it at that. Let's not go to all the other details. That's really why you want to post on LinkedIn, is to increase your credibility and visibility. You're also going to rank higher on LinkedIn with more engagement. And by posting on LinkedIn, your profile will automatically rank higher because LinkedIn tracks that and they see that you're engaging on there. So get on there and start posting. It's going to increase your credibility and visibility and your ranking. And we all want that, right? Whether you're a job seeker, business owner, or entrepreneur, it's all about the credibility and visibility. So the second W is when to post. Now this gets a little tricky. You can go to Forbes, you can go to Buffer, you can go to Hootsuite. There's a gazillion places that you can go and get one of those fancy charts that tells you when to post. And it's a great guideline. And so I'm going to just share with you some of the guidelines. But I want to put a footnote in there that you really have to know your audience. And you have to know when they're on. When are they logging on to LinkedIn? So who's your audience? Without really doing the legwork, doesn't matter when you post. If your audience isn't on there, if you're following a chart like Mondays at 10 a.m., but your audience isn't on Mondays at 10 a.m., and by the way, don't forget what time zone. So for me, I'm in San Diego. It's Pacific Daylight Time right now. So the best time for me to post is 7 a.m. on Tuesdays. However, if I'm trying to reach clients on the East Coast, I want to post at is that 5 a.m.? I don't know. That it's really, really early. But there are times that I get up and I'll do an early morning post. Or I'll use one of those publishing tools like Buffer or Hootsuite. So, when is the best time to post? Tuesdays and Thursdays are the best days to post to get engagement. But of course, you have to have engaging content, and we'll get to that next. Mondays, the motivation thing is good, like a soft push, and Fridays, like off to the weekend. I wouldn't publish anything that you worked a lot on, like an article on Mondays or Fridays. Definitely Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And for me, I'd probably go Tuesday and Thursday. But there's an exception to every rule. Because three times on a Friday, I've done a post, and my last post got over 6,300 views in 3 days. And it was Friday at 4:30 p.m. or something. But there's a strategic way, and there's certain tips and tricks on how to do that. And I'm going to share that at the end of this broadcast. So keep watching. And there's one simple tip on how you can get more views and more engagement when you're posting on LinkedIn. And it's not hard. And everything I teach is free. You don't have to pay for anything. If there's something you have to pay for, I'll let you know. But just so that you know, all these tips are free. You're not paying for advertising or anything like that. So we did the why because it increases your credibility and visibility and your ranking on LinkedIn. We did the when, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Tuesdays, 7 a.m. is the best time to publish. What LinkedIn does is they round up the hottest articles, the ones with the most engagement, the most views, and then they extract that and then they email it out. So you'll get a roundup. You'll get I think they changed it to a LinkedIn daily roundup. So now what? What should you be posting? Well, you can post, and that's when you're on the home feed page and you're just sharing, always have an image. They say that, you'll get more traction with an image. I know that I look at a picture more, or space out your words. Make sure it's not big old paragraphs. If you're writing big old paragraphs, that shouldn't go on the home page as a post. That's an article, and you should click on the publish button, and you should create an article. So, how to get more engagement in your posts. There's a couple easy things that you can do. You can ask a question like, hey everybody, I just did this the other day. What's your favorite app or program for editing video? I'm looking at doing more videos and want to know what the experts use. So that's one way, is you ask a relevant, engaging question that people will want to answer. People like to give advice. They like to share what they're using, a service, a program, or an app. The second thing is to ask for a referral for such like a content writer, maybe a copywriter, a graphic design, or a freelance photographer. Those are just some suggestions for entrepreneurs. For job seekers, that's a little more in depth, and I really prefer to go into that one-on-one with my career clients. So why should you be posting and publishing on LinkedIn? Go ahead, answer that question. Credibility, visibility, and a higher profile ranking. When should you be posting on LinkedIn? No, seriously, go ahead and answer that question. Tuesdays, Thursdays. Tuesdays at 7 is best. And what should you be posting on LinkedIn? Well, that list is a little longer, so it really depends on what the industry or organization that you're in. I just gave a few examples that have worked for me as an entrepreneur. But I know a real estate guy, he's a client of mine. He posts some really great stuff on LinkedIn that gets great engagement. He shares articles on how to make the most out of your small space, or what are the new home color trends. So a lot of tips for your home. He's not selling that he wants you to be his real estate guy. He's selling that he's knowledgeable and he knows what's going on in the home loan industry, that he knows how to help you get the most out of your home or your townhouse or condo. He's sharing value. He's giving you tips and trends. That works really well. No matter what industry you're in, I can come up with 3 topics for you to publish or post about like that. It's something that I have just picked up and it's pretty easy to do. So if you need help with that, let me know. We can do like a 1-hour strategy session. We can do it virtually, so you don't have to be here in San Diego. I work with clients all over the United States and a couple now internationally. Now here's your bonus tip. Are you ready? You got your pen and paper? Because you don't want to miss this. It's the easiest tip ever on how to really boost your engagement and your views on your post. I did this. 6 Degrees Network, they posted a little article. I liked what they posted. 6 Degrees Network, they're fairly well known. They're established. They're credible. See what I'm saying? An established, credible network. I shared their post, but I didn't just share it. You always want to put a few statements or sentences with your post. So don't just click share. Click share and put why you're sharing. So it was about video resumes. And I thought it was fascinating because I really feel resumes are antiquated and I'm just not a fan of resumes. But I am a fan of video resumes where you can really get to know someone and maybe it's 3 questions that they answer. Or maybe it's a compliment to the traditional resume. So I shared the 6 Degrees Network article that they're offering a video resume services. And I said, oh, wow, I really think this is the looking forward. This is going to be how recruiters, they might be asking for video resumes. And if you want to be a step ahead of your competition, you should go ahead and do a video resume. And I said, hey, recruiters, yay or nay? Here's the secret tip. I tagged recruiters. I tagged about 6 to 7 recruiters that I know. Either in person I know them from LinkedIn, but I have a relationship with them. And maybe one I didn't have a close relationship with. I did a stretch. But most of them I knew. And by tagging those recruiters, all of their network saw my post. And they commented. People I didn't even know started commenting. So I shared relevant current information from a credible source, and I tagged recruiters. I did this on a Friday at 4:30. And it was a holiday. I think it was a holiday weekend. I'm not sure about that. But it was Friday at 4:30. It wasn't scheduled. It was organic. And I got 6,300 views. I think it was in 3 to 4 days was at 6,300. But it went up it was like 800 that night. I was so excited. I was telling my husband, I'm like, wow, this really works. Because this is the 3rd time I've done it. So I don't just share something that I did once and maybe it worked. Or maybe twice and it worked. I've done this 3 times and consistently it's worked. Anywhere between, I think it was 4,100 for the first post I did in February. And this last one that I did, I think it was in August or July, maybe July, it was July, I got the 6,300 views and a lot of engagement. So why credibility and visibility? When? Tuesdays and Thursdays. What should you post? Relevant content. Write an article. Share industry tips and trends. If you need help with that, I can help you. And your bonus tip is to tag people that it'll get to their network and your name and your business will be in front of a much larger audience. So in the comments here or in this post, I don't know where it's at because I'm on eCam, there's a list of where I'm speaking and some upcoming events. And I want to let you know that on Tuesday, like this coming Tuesday, there's a free webinar with Stephanie Liu. If you don't know who Stephanie Liu is, Liu, you need to look her up. She is amazing. I love her. I've been following her. We finally met in March at Social Media Marketing World. I've taken her Facebook Live class, and she is just, let's just say, fun, fabulous, and informative. So check her out. We're doing a free webinar on Tuesday. The link is in the comments up here, and I would love to see you join us so you can learn some more fabulous LinkedIn tips. This is Mary Fain Brandt with the LinkedIn Bakery, serving up bite-sized tips so you don't get overwhelmed. Ciao!